Hi guys, I'm just making a quick video because I want to discuss a few things that have come about after the London terrorist attack. I personally don't think it was a terrorist attack, and I don't think we should start now calling attacks that occur a terrorist attack, because they're going to start thinking we're all terrorists because he said something that was anti-government. I'm going to tell you about a few things that are happening in the meantime, some news from around the world and from England. So, a YouTuber researcher was arrested after his Sandy Hook video, where he talked about Dr Carver and he wronged Dr Carver's office. He's been arrested for revealing Sandy Hook truth. There's also an 18-year-old boy from Boston who now faces 20 years imprisonment under terrorism charges because he wrote a rap that had some anti-government sentiments to it, and he posted it on Facebook. So that's someone who wrote a rap just discussing how they feel about some government issues, and they now face 20 years in prison. Now this is pathetic, so there's a backlog of rappers then that need to be questioned by the police. This is really disgusting. In England there have been many racial anti-Muslim attacks as well reported across the UK, and many people have been arrested for their online activity to do with this attack in London. The police in Lincolnshire visited a man at his home to talk to him and to warn him about his online activity. I find this story strange because on the site, this is the only story where they don't name a name of the person that they've spoken to or is mentioned in this story, but the police visited him at his home to warn him about his internet activity. What else has happened? Okay, so does this now mean that anybody who is anti-government or any government issues or things that come up in life, if you now are anti-government, you're now a terrorist? We've got to be really careful with this, because the government they're supposed to work for us. So for us to question something they're doing, there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that at all. In fact, we all should be doing it. You know, because at the moment you've got the bedroom tax, you've got privatisation of the NHS, more taxes, pensions being stolen from the banks and what they're doing to us, wages, gas and electricity going up all the time, profits being made here, there and everywhere, left, right and centre. But if we say something about it, we're a terrorist. That's not good. It's not good news at all, and we don't want to see this happening. It looks like they're trying to roll out this Communications Act in the UK, which is going to do a lot of damage to free speech, it looks like, and they're going to twist it that if you've got anything to say about the government, you're a terrorist. Well, I'm not a terrorist, but I see things that are going wrong in society. That does not make me a terrorist. It does not make me a terrorist at all. Okay? Just because I'm thinking, it doesn't make me a terrorist. Just because I talk about it, it doesn't make me a terrorist. And we cannot start saying that attacks that occur are, straight away, is a terrorist attack. And then you find out that the guy that is supposed to have done this terrorist attack has been being approached by MI5, and they asked the guy to come and work for them. So that says a lot to me. And also the friend that actually told us about this story, who was talking on Newsnight, after he revealed these facts, straight away the terrorist police were there to arrest him straight away, and they said it was not to do with Woolwich. They arrested him on a separate issue. What I want to say to the police then in that case is, were you not aware that this man existed until he appeared on Newsnight? You know, how desperate were you to find this man? And also, what charges are you arresting him for? That would be quite interesting to find out what that's about. So just be careful, people. They're trying to obviously scare us by arresting, you know, this 18-year-old boy in Boston that wrote a rap, and he's facing charges of 20 years imprisonment for terrorism charges, for being creative and putting his thoughts into music. His creativity and his anti-government you know, he's up for charges. He's 18 years old. This cannot be allowed to happen. This is going to bite away at our free speech, and things may go downhill very fast from here if people don't begin to see the bigger picture and understand what's happening. Okay, take care.